Welcome to our weekly mini session. Each week we will deliver a bite-sized workshop on hot topics. This workshop will be live on our main Facebook page as well as our certified teachers group. We will also have it recorded so you can reference all of our previous topics on the AcroDance Resource Center. Be sure to let us know where you're from in the comments below. Today's topic is cartwheel variations for intermediate dancers. We have special guest teacher Meaghan Wegg with us today. Meaghan, take it away.
Hi guys, thank you Marie. I'm so excited to be here today. Just a little intro about myself. I studied at the National Circus School, majoring in aerial hoop, minoring in contortion as a performer. I went on to perform for about 8 years professionally with Cirque du Soleil and Seven Fingers and many other companies. Then I was intrigued in focusing on a coaching diploma. So I went back to the National Circus School as a coach this time. And my major was research of acrobatics, and my minor was transitional partnering for hand-to-hand and acro partnering. So today we're going to do a little bit of my what I learned at the National Circus School there with our cartwheels for intermediate dancers. So I am very excited to share that with you. I'm going to introduce you to Nathan, who is my demonstrator today. Nathan's an acrobatic dancer and an aerial silks artist from Brazil. Welcome. So we're going to start, always remember safety first, and remember that we have already done our warm-up with shoulders and stability and stretching. So we're going to start right away getting into our cartwheel series, okay? So at home, if you're doing this, make sure you have time to do your warm-up. Nathan, let's start with a reversed cartwheel. So reversed cartwheel, you're standing the opposite way that you're going to go, tendu your leg, and you're going to just do an open turn and cartwheel. And a nice acrobatic arts, gorgeous finish. Nice. Next, we're going to go into a switch cartwheel. So you start with your tendu devant facing forward, and then you switch to pretend to your other leg, and then you finish. Good. Next, we'll do around the clock. So if you think about a clock and the tick-tocker that goes around, that's going to be your leg. So you start with your favorite leg forward, and then you go, and then you land with the same leg that you started. Okay, so Nathan, let's just do all those one more time. Reversed cartwheel. So you face backwards, tendu devant, tendu en arrière, and then go, open, cartwheel, and finish. And now we'll go into your switch cartwheel. So you face forward with your opposite tendu devant, and switch and cartwheel, finish. And then you do your around the clock. So the tendu you start with is the leg that finishes first. And begin. Cartwheel, switch, and land. Good. So now we're going to put these together in a little combination. Nathan, let's do a reversed switch. So you start facing the opposite way with your tendu, and then you open turn, and then you switch. Good. So one thing I love about this is how dancey your arms can get. So let's do that one more time. So I just want to let you know, show me your tendu that you're going to do. So Nathan is a left cartwheel, but he's tenduing his right leg because he's switching. So you have to remember it's a switch as soon as you turn. So let's go for it. Reverse, switch, cartwheel. Very nice. Now let's do reverse switch around the clock. So all three of them together in combo. And reverse, switch, around the clock. Very good. So let's do that one more time. So he's a lefty, so he's going to start with his right tendu behind. Let's go slow, walk it through. So slowly open, and slowly switch, and slowly around. Very good. Now we'll do it one more time without me stopping you. Ready, and. Very nice. So I love, the simplicity of cartwheels is gorgeous by itself, but I love the dancey arms that we get with this one. Okay, so let's go into a lightning bolt. So you also know this as just a cartwheel with a bent knee. I like to call it a lightning bolt because it's a nice name. So just a simple cartwheel lightning bolt. Nice. And so when I'm in my classes, I like to say bend your right leg and then bend your left leg and then switch as you're in midair, then do your diamond frame. So play with many different types of lightning bolts. It's good for their strength, their stability, but it's also good for their spatial orientation upside down. Working the upside down brain is huge to help advance your dancers. So Nathan, let's do a lightning bolt cartwheel to one knee, please. Very nice. So he chose his, what leg did you bend? He chose his right leg to bend on a left cartwheel because for him, it was smoother. We prepped this before. So you could try, you might like it better the other way. That's the fun about doing all these researched cartwheels. So now we're gonna go into our lightning bolt cartwheel to one knee to head cartwheel, and then just stop there. Nice, good, very good. So let's take a pause on that sequence. Let's come here and show a head cartwheel. So I like to do a head cartwheel already on your knees. And basically you go sideways and you place your hands parallel and then you open in a straddle and then you'll, for now, let's just land back on your knees, okay? Cartwheel, straddle, and land. Good. I love doing this, but if you do crazy hair for your competitive routines or something, you might not be able to do this. I learned that the hard way. I love doing crazy hair for our routines. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Nathan, let's try the whole thing now. Lightning bolt cartwheel to one knee to head cartwheel to standing. Very nice. Good. There was some speed there, hey? Good. So you can play with speed, actually. If you like it going slow-mo over the head cartwheel to land fast, it all depends on, let's say, your taste, your choreography, your music. So let's try that. Let's do a medium speed cartwheel to a lightning bolt to one knee. Then let's go super slow for a head cartwheel and then push it to land. Nice, good. So the speed of the head cartwheel also helps, it can make or break your landing. So having a speedy head cartwheel will help you stand back up to your feet as we see. Okay, moving on. So with Acrobatic Arts, a few, I'm gonna say months ago, I did a live Instagram and introduced a Valdez reversed cartwheel. So we're gonna play with that and add some sequences to it in case you missed it. So our typical Valdez that you see from sitting, normally you push into a bridge and you kick over into a back walkover. But what I love doing with Acro is surprising, giving like a wow factor, surprising that, oh, we're not doing a Valdez, we're just going into a reverse cartwheel. So having that surprise effect in your routines is fun as well. So we're going to start sitting. And for now, Nathan, just push into a cartwheel to stand, please. Very good. Okay, so he is a lefty, so he's sitting down facing right, and then he's pushing up into his left cartwheel. Today we chose, for the point of getting everything in the video, we're only working his favorite side, but for sure we do work both sides, I promise. Next, we're going to do a Valdez cartwheel back to sitting. So as soon as you open up into your straddle, you're gonna go back to sitting and you'll face the other way. Very good. So from the straddle handstand in the midway of your cartwheel, you take off the one hand and you sit down in the other Valdez posture. Okay, let's do that one more time. Good, nice. Okay, now Nathan, let's do Valdez cartwheel to knee. Very nice. Okay, so a fun little Meaghan sequence. I used to do this all the time in my acro routines. Let's finish it off with a fish flop, rise up on your toes. So you're gonna start with your Valdez cartwheel to knee, then just go to the side to have a nice smooth transition fish flop to rise up, okay? Nice, gorgeous arm at the end, Nathan. Very good. So just for viewing effect, let's do that one more time. That was everything about that was very nice and smooth. I just want to do it one more time so everyone can see. Good, thank you. Very nice. Good. Okay, why don't you get a little sip of water? So we have two more that we're gonna do. And the next one, cartwheel, handstand to forward roll. So when you're practicing this, I want you to focus on the cartwheel effect, facing tummy to audience, and then you do the illusion of the rest of the skills. I have a little question here from Facebook. I love the Valdez cartwheel to sitting. Can we get that in its own videos? In its own video. So Valdez cartwheel to sitting. So yeah, let's do that one more time, Nathan. But I want to let you guys know the AcroDance Resource Center has everything above and beyond that we will ever need for our resources with Acro. So that is where you can get above and beyond with all your videoing. But let's do it again for the viewers. Valdez cartwheel back to sitting. Very good. Cool. So hope that helped. I love it because it's so simple. It's an illusion and it's a surprise all in one. Okay, Nathan, we're going to go into cartwheel, handstand to forward roll. Good. Okay. So I'm going to explain it again. When he was getting a drink, I was letting you guys know. For me, the wow factor about this skill is really focusing on the cartwheel tummy to audience. And then you sneak a hand walk, just one hand placement. Shoot to 12 o'clock for your gorgeous stacking handstand posture. Then you have that smooth forward roll. So let's do that again. Good. Now I'm going to challenge Nathan. Nathan, can you hold your straddle? So do your cartwheel. Hold it for a second longer before you do that sneaking hand walk. Yes, good. Thank you. So there, you got to see it in slow-mo. But the magic of this full skill happens smoother when you don't need to stop. But if you guys wanted to do a cartwheel stop, hold a 4, 6, 8 count balance, then do like a circular motion hand walk. You can go in many different directions with every cartwheel we're doing. So now let's go back to your normal speed and do it again. Nice, good. Now you guys can also progress this to a helicopter. So cartwheel switch to walkover, cartwheel switch to kind of a walkover sit back to your Valdez. Everything can progress and everything else is on the Acro Resource Center. So there you have our cartwheel handstand forward roll. Okay, the next one I would like to do, one of my favorites, it's, I like to call it a reversed handstand with a step down. So first, we're gonna just focus on a reversed handstand, okay? So you start with your tendu devant and you have to make sure one hand goes under and the other hand goes over because you're twisting yourself. So instead of just going into your handstand how you are, you're gonna twist so your tummy is gonna be facing the other way, okay? So just your handstand, please. Yeah, good. So let's do it again and tighten up your twist. Up, twist, yes. And then I like to challenge the dancers with seeing if they could hold the handstand for 3 to 5 seconds before coming down. Now, what we're gonna do is step down. So emphasize the gorgeous step down now. Up, twist, step down, good. Now, last challenge, keep your one hand up longer so that it becomes a one-hand cartwheel with a twist. Yes, very nice. So let's watch that one more time. I'm gonna watch it in the screen. Very good. Awesome. Thank you, Nathan. Cool. So that is our cartwheels for intermediate dancer session for today. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching us here at Acrobatic Arts. Please continue to ask questions, and you can tag me on the page if you'd like, or anyone else who's on staff. We're all very passionate about cartwheels. And it's going back to you, Marie.
Thank you so much, Megan and Nathan, and thank you, teachers, for joining us for this weekly mini. You can learn more about acrobatic arts and our programs at acrobaticarts.com. Be sure to join us next week for our session on skills and drills for folded mats with special guest acrobatic arts examiner and course conductor, Jill Ford. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.